today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Rams taking the field and leading the way, the man from Cal, the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They give it to Brown. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the right side, he's got more complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed was quickly intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Wilson's pass.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. First down. On first down, Carson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation. Gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have 41-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, 9, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The score is Seahawks 10, Rams 7.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. And they know they got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So now take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
And he's got this down to the 35. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
At the 34-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Rams 7. Aldrich Rosas on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. This is Carson, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. Great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the...
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And it's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. Big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Jamal Adams, an all-pro for the first time a season ago, had a fumble return for a touchdown and a pick-6 last year, and he delivers another pick-6 right here. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Kick is good.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Goff throwing again. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a gain of 13. First down, Rams.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. He's got the rookie from Florida. That's Van Jefferson with it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Chris Carson trotting back out there. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got Lockett. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On 1st down, Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little... They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Wilson flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Wilson's pass complete.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Jason Myers.
He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the league. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It's complete to Brown, right side. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously...
Looking to set for Woods, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. And on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head east to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. 35-21, the final score. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter Number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their response. Abilities filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Trying to get it to Woods, and now it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Goff. It's a fumble, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. John Johnson with the INT. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And able to break one tackle. But then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
40-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. A quick pass to Kupp. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there. And a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
2nd and 12. I think a free play now for Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's Goff now on second down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
To Darrell Henderson.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now, you know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Carson, the Seahawk ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the 3rd-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
And the Seahawks first down. That's the end of the
Back now here on EA Sports.
31.
It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On first down, Carson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Micah Kiser was in on the tackle. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're heading towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Intended for deep.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. And the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Pushing foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
On first down, gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Goff on third down. They got him in. It's Woods. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Wilson to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you can. Nick downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Goff now to throw. They try to set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Goff's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the end zone, Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he not. Another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. L.A. readies for its next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here we go on 4th. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
At the 19-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Seahawks, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.